Have you ever told yourself, I'll just do it tomorrow? We've all been there. We think we have all the time in the world. We think that tomorrow is going to be this magical day where we suddenly have the energy to fix everything. But let me ask you a hard question. What if tomorrow comes and the opportunity is gone? What if the chance to change your life disappears while you are sleeping? Today, I'm going to share a story with you. It's about a boy who was handed the key to becoming the richest person in the world and how he lost it all without even realizing it. This story might just wake you up. Let me introduce you to a young guy named Jake. Now, Jake wasn't a bad kid. He had a good heart. He lived in a small village surrounded by nature, living with his parents, his little brother, and his grandfather. But Jake had a problem, a really big problem. It's something a lot of us struggle with. Jake was incredibly lazy. And I don't just mean he liked to relax on weekends. I mean, if he had a job to do today, he would push it to tomorrow. If he had homework, he'd say, I'll do it later. If his mom asked him to clean his room, he'd promise to do it next week. It became a lifestyle for him. While his friends were out learning new skills, playing sports, and moving ahead in life, Jake was always falling behind. He was stuck in the same place. His dad tried everything. He scolded him, he punished him, he tried to reason with him, but nothing worked. Jake was comfortable in his laziness. It was like a warm blanket he refused to take off. Finally, his dad ran out of ideas. He went to Jake's grandfather. Now, the grandfather was known in the village as a very wise man. People came from all over just to get his advice. The dad asked, "Please do something about your grandson before he ruins his life." The grandfather nodded. He sat under the big tree in the yard and thought for a while. He knew that yelling at Jake wouldn't work. He needed to teach him a lesson he would never forget. He called Jake over. Jake dragged his feet, probably expecting another lecture. But instead, the grandfather pulled something out of his pocket. It was a small, smooth black stone. It looked simple, but it felt heavy and cold. He placed it in Jake's hand and said, "Jake, listen to me carefully. This is not a normal rock. This is a magic stone. It has the power that men have searched for centuries." Jake's eyes went wide. "Magic?" he asked. "Yes," the grandfather said. "This stone has the power to turn iron into pure gold. All you have to do is rub the stone against any piece of iron and it will transform instantly." Can you imagine that? Just one touch and a rusty old scrap of metal becomes solid gold? Jake was in shock. He was already calculating how rich he was going to be. But then the grandfather gave him the condition. He said, "I'm going to a nearby village for some work. I will leave this stone with you, but I will be back tomorrow evening when the sun sets. As soon as I return, I'm taking the stone back. You have until tomorrow evening to make as much gold as you want." Jake was thrilled. He grabbed the stone and ran to his room. He sat on his bed holding the key to his future. He thought, "This is it. I'm going to be rich. I'll buy a big house, I'll buy the best clothes, and I'll never have to work again." But then that old habit, that laziness, started to whisper in his ear. He looked out the window. It was already evening. The sun was going down. Jake thought, "Well, I can't go to the market now to buy iron. The shops are probably closing. And besides, I have the entire day tomorrow. Grandpa won't be back until sunset. That's more than 24 hours. I have plenty of time." See, this is where Jake made the mistake we all make. He thought time was on his side. He ate a big dinner, went to bed early, and fell into a deep sleep, dreaming of mountains of gold. He didn't feel any urgency because the deadline felt so far away. The next morning, the sun came up bright and early. This was the big day. This was the day Jake was supposed to change his life. But when he woke up, he felt a little groggy. He looked at the clock. It was still morning. "I have hours and hours left," he told himself. "There is no need to rush. I should eat a good breakfast first, so I have the energy to carry all that heavy gold." So he sat down and ate. He ate a lot. And you know how you feel after a huge meal on a warm, sunny morning? You feel heavy. You feel sleepy. Jake sat on the couch and let out a yawn. He thought, "Okay, I'm full. The market is just a short walk away. I can get there in 20 minutes. I'll just close my eyes for a little bit. Just a short nap to settle my food. Then I'll run to the market, buy a ton of scrap iron, and turn it all to gold. Easy." He didn't set an alarm. He didn't ask anyone to wake him up. He just lay down, confident that he had time. This is the trap of the lazy boy story that we see in real life all the time. We think we can pause time, but time keeps ticking. Jake fell into a deep, comfortable sleep. The afternoon passed, the birds stopped singing, the air started to get cooler. Suddenly, Jake woke up with a jolt. The room was darker than before. He rubbed his eyes and looked out the window. His heart stopped. The sky wasn't blue anymore. It was orange and purple. The sun was already dipping below the horizon. Panic hit him like a truck. He jumped out of bed, didn't even put his shoes on properly, and sprinted towards the door. He had to get to the market. He had to find some iron, a nail, a horseshoe, anything. But as he swung the front door open, he froze. Standing right there at the gate was his grandfather. The sun had set. The time was up. Jake fell to his knees. He was crying. He begged his grandfather, "Please, just give me one more hour, just 10 minutes. I didn't get any gold yet. I was going to do it. I just fell asleep." The grandfather didn't yell. He didn't look angry. He just looked sad. He took the black stone from Jake's shaking hand and put it back in his pocket. He looked at Jake and said, "You had more than 24 hours. You could have been the richest man in the world, but you chose to sleep. You chose to wait. Lazy people can never succeed because they don't understand the value of now." Jake stood there empty-handed. He realized that "stop wasting time" isn't just a catchy phrase, it's the difference between success and failure. He had missed a golden opportunity that would never come back, all because he couldn't beat his own laziness. My friends, this story is a mirror. We might not have a magic stone, but we have something even more valuable. We have time. But just like Jake, we often let it slip away. So I want to leave you with some thoughts to help you change your mindset. If you're waiting for the perfect moment, it will never come. You need to build your motivation every single day. True success doesn't come to those who wait, it comes to those who act. We all struggle with procrastination, but you have to fight it. You need to learn time management before time manages you. Take this inspirational story as a warning. Learn the life lessons that Jake learned the hard way. Build your discipline now, not tomorrow. Change your mindset from "I'll do it later" to "I'll do it now." This journey of self-improvement is hard, but it is worth it. Seek wisdom and take action. Don't let your sun set while you are still sleeping. If this story touched you, or if you saw a little bit of yourself in Jake, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a story that could change your day. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you in the next one.